In 28 years later, we tried imagining how a world would rebuild itself after an apocalypse.
Initial conversations were often about imagining what does 28 years later mean. If the infection is still on Britain, what does the infection look like?
Go back to the truth.
How does the rest of the world respond to that? Has the country been quarantined, essentially abandoned?
Holy Island, which is where our film begins, it's protected by a causeway that you can defend, but there's a lack of machinery, no electricity or fuel. Everything that surrounds our life now, suddenly it's useless. The mainland then becomes somewhere over there, which has both promise and threat.
When countries collapse for one reason or another, they're often abandoned. There's a ruthless, pragmatic, dog-eat-dog dimension to the way these things play out.
And the infected, these are extraordinary creatures.
They haven't died and come back to life. They're living people who've got sick and been infected with the rage virus. That dictates some stuff. They need to drink, they need to eat. If they've survived 28 years infected with this disease, what would they look like? Are they similar to anything in the animal kingdom? What would they be similar to?
When you're doing a movie, you're looking for those images that will terrify people. There's a visceral element to cinema where you have a responsibility to push the envelope as far as you can go.
Spike, finish!
I want that sense of suffocating intensity. It doesn't feel like a sequel, it feels like an original film.